Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'll be doing Denzel Washington's top 10 best movies. Going over this list, I was actually surprised I don't have one 80s film of his on the list. That's very rare. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, so sit back, relax, and let the show begin. Number 10 is Ricochet. Released in 1991 and directed by Russell McCauley, this is a decent little film about a rookie cop played by Denzel who catches a psychopath played by John Lithgow. A few years go by and Denzel becomes the assistant DA, while Lithgow in prison plans an escape to murder the man who put him away. It's a good early 90s film with a great cast and some fun scenes between Denzel and Lithgow. Check this one out if you haven't seen it. Number 9 is Devil in a Blue Dress. Released in 1995 and directed by Carl Franklin, this flopped at the box office, but I feel it's underrated. It's a neo-noir mystery set in the 1940s. Denzel plays a private investigator who takes a job to track down Jennifer Beals' character. I love the look of the film. It's fun revisiting the 40s and 50s and see how beautiful everything was, and the cars were built to last, made with chrome and not plastic. I love the Los Angeles filming locations, and the cast is excellent, including Tom Sizemore, the greatest co-star in movie history. Check this one out. I enjoy it. Number 8 is John Q. Released in 2002 and directed by Nick Cassavetes. I remember when this came out. It was in theaters the same time as Collateral Damage and Hearts War. Me and my dad went to go see Collateral Damage, of course, first, on Friday. It was so bad I couldn't believe it. That was definitely the turning point in Schwarzenegger's career. And because of how disappointed we were, we went to go see Hearts War Saturday. We thought no way Willis was going to let us down in the Great Escape type movie. And again, another film that was just terrible. So Sunday comes around, we say screw it, let's go see John Q. The last one we wanted to see. And of course, it was the best out of the three. It's about a father played by Denzel who can't afford his son's operation. The system we live in is okay with his son dying because he doesn't have enough paper we call money. So he does what I would do in that situation. I'd do anything for my kid's life. This movie is great with an awesome cast including James Woods and Robert Duvall. Love this movie. Number 7 is American Gangster. Released in 2007 and directed by Ridley Scott, this was a big hit for a 3-hour movie. Denzel plays Frank Lucas, Bumpy Johnson's right-hand man, and when Bumpy dies, Denzel takes over. He rises by buying drugs directly from Thailand during the Vietnam War. I love the scene where he shoots Idris Elba in the head. I was not expecting him to pull the trigger. It's a very well done scene. I love the 60s New York location, and it's got a great cast including Russell Crowe and Josh Brolin. Number 6 is The Hurricane. Released in 1999 and directed by Norman Jewison, The Hurricane is a fantastic film. Denzel plays the real-life character of Reuben the Hurricane Carter. He's a boxer who's wrongly convicted for murder. He is eventually freed many years later when a kid and his foster family start looking into his case. It's an excellent film with a wonderful cast all around. And also, I'm not a huge fan of Bob Dylan, but his Hurricane song is top-notch. Number 5 is The Bone Collector. Released in 1999 and directed by Philip Noyce, The Bone Collector is an excellent late 90s thriller with a great cast and excellent story. Denzel is a forensics expert who is paralyzed after a beam falls on him while investigating a crime scene. Some time passes by and there's a killer doing some pretty horrific things to people. He's also leaving clues for the forensics team to figure out. It's similar in style to David Fincher's Seven, so if you like Seven, you'll definitely like The Bone Collector. I love the New York filming locations, and the overall atmosphere is awesome. It's a fantastic film. Number 4 is The Equalizer. Released in 2014 and directed by Antoine Fuqua, this is one of the films I needed to see to complete his filmography before doing my top 10. Where do I start with this modern-day classic? I don't have much faith in a lot of new films, but once in a while you come across a film like The Equalizer, and wow, is it good. Denzel is phenomenal in this film. The visual style, the music placement is impeccable. The pacing, atmosphere, and fight sequences are excellent. Denzel plays a retired Marine who takes on the Russian mafia after a friend of his, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, is hospitalized. Denzel takes matters into his own hands. It's so awesome. And the villain of the film, played by Martin Sokas, is perfect in this role. There was a sequel in 2018. It's not as good, but still a fun continuation that you'll feel compelled to watch after the original classic. Number 3 is He Got Game. Released in 1998 and directed by Spike Lee. This is my favorite Spike Lee film. I love this movie so much that when I bought it when I was younger on DVD, I also bought a basketball and practiced every day like a crazy person. I thought it was the next Great White Hope. I stopped playing, but I love revisiting this film. Denzel plays a father who's rough on his son, especially when it comes to basketball. And during an argument with his son, Denzel accidentally kills his wife while she tries to break it up. He's sent to prison and many years go by, and his son is now grown and a top prospect. Ray Allen is great in this role. Spike Lee considered all the young real stars for the role, including Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, among others. In the movie, Denzel is offered a deal for a reduced prison sentence if he can convince his son to sign with their preferred school. It's an excellent film, with many cameos of some of the best NBA stars at that time. Number 2 is Fallen. Released in 1998 and directed by Gregory Hoblet. I love this movie so much. Always have, always will. Denzel plays a detective investigating a string of murders, and when a convict is put to death, the demon inside is released and starts to toy with Denzel. I love the story, and the look of the film is top-notch. It's got an A-list cast, including John Goodman, Donald Sutherland, and James Gandolfini, among others. It's a fantastic supernatural thriller. Number 1 is Training Day. Released in 2001 and directed by Antoine Fuqua. This film is just so good. I remember first buying it on DVD and just being blown away. Denzel plays a narcotics officer who trains a rookie cop played by Ethan Hawke. It takes place all in one day, and it's just such a fun ride. I love the scene where Hawke's about to be murdered in the bathtub. It's such a wild scene. And Denzel is amazing in this role. So many memorable scenes, and dialogue is outstanding. I love the Los Angeles setting. The cast is excellent. Whenever the movie ends, I always feel like starting it over. It's phenomenal. Anyways, so that's the list, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.
Going up. In the office, baby.
Good day.